Before we bring the jury in on behalf of the people,
Your Honor.
on behalf of the defense. Ms. Brady?
Yes, Your Honor. The court issued an order to the parties that the parties are not to tweet via Twitter during the trial in court. And it came to our attention last night that Mr. Brockler issued a tweet at 4:51 p.m., which would have been during the cross-examination of Dr. Reed. You know, I assume the court issued this order for a good reason, so I will leave it up to the court's discretion what sanction to impose for this violation. I would state, though, that if the prosecution is seeking the execution of a man, perhaps the district attorney should pay attention to the cross-examination of the mental health expert instead of chatting on social media.
All right, Mr. Brockler?
Your Honor, first, I apologize for how this happened. And Judge, it's an embarrassing mistake, but one that I think I corrected quickly and have put myself in a position to not violate again, and I'm sorry.
Ms. Brady?
You know, Dr. Reed was a pretty important witness, and the prosecution should be paying attention to the cross-examination of the witness.
I did call the parties, the attorneys, I should say, to the bench. It was about 4 weeks ago. I'm just estimating. And I specifically said I don't want anyone sending tweets from the courtroom about anything. But obviously much less about the case. And I think I explained to counsel at the bench that I have prohibited the media from tweeting from the courtroom, and I didn't think it was appropriate then for attorneys to be doing it, especially when proceedings are ongoing. We're not even talking about during breaks, but during actual court proceedings. There's nothing that can't wait until a break or until after court to be tweeted. Even texting, it seems to me it's something that really should wait until the proceedings are not ongoing. I don't know why email or text can't wait until a break, especially when it's your witness who's testifying and is being cross-examined. So I'm going to prohibit the parties from texting from the courtroom during proceedings. While proceedings are ongoing, counsel should not text. So they should be paying attention to what's happening here. Nobody should be texting, nobody should be emailing, nobody should be reading any electronic communications or sending electronic communications. If you're bored, and I realize that there are 5 attorneys on each side, and sometimes attorneys don't have any witnesses to question, if you're bored and don't want to pay attention to the proceedings, then you're welcome to leave. You don't have to be here. I don't need 5 attorneys on each side. I think I've talked about this before. I don't know that you need 5 attorneys on each side. So if there are attorneys who feel bored, then you don't have to be here. You're welcome to leave. But I think out of respect for the court, when you're in here, you should not be texting or tweeting or doing anything like that. You should be paying attention to what's happening here. So I'm not going to take any action at this time. No action has been requested of the court.